What's up, you guys? I'm recording this the day after the debate. Everyone's got a debate hangover from that shit, regardless of whether or not they were drinking whatsoever, because that shit was a headache within itself. The day after the debate is also the anniversary of September 11th, which you wouldn't have known by watching the debate because it was somehow not mentioned a single time. Kamala Harris called January 6th the worst attack on democracy since the Civil War. I guess it slipped her mind what day it was tomorrow and what happened on that day. There was an actual attack, more tragic than January 6th. Don't get me wrong, January 6th was crazy. Go listen to my episode about it. January 666th, the day from hell. But it wasn't exactly a worse attack on democracy than September 11th. On January 6th, 5 people died. That's tragic. But on September 11th, 3,000 people fucking died. Donald Trump also failed to mention the anniversary of September 11th. He had a perfect opportunity when talking about immigration. During the Biden and Harris administration, there was a 3,000% increase in illegal immigrants entering the country. And more than 250 illegal immigrants have been on the terrorist watch list and encountered by Border Patrol. That's the ones who have been encountered. And at least 99 were released into American communities. Why would you do that? Why would you release someone after you apprehend them and find out that they're on the terror watch list? They're not legally in the country, so you don't have to let them in. And you probably shouldn't, especially considering the fact that they are on the terrorist watch list. But instead of talking about that when asked about immigration, Donald Trump talked about the rumor about immigrants eating cats and dogs in Ohio, which is hilarious. Whether or not it's true, it's just silly. I mean, it's tragic for the cats and dogs that get eaten, but someone eating cats and dogs is ridiculous. I mean, there are women and children being murdered and raped. Fuck it if they eat someone's cat. I guess he thought it was a stronger point than 9/11 or the rapes and murders that illegal immigrants have actually been convicted of, like this year. Donald Trump doesn't even have any pets. He doesn't even like pets. Why did he think that was the strongest point? Obviously, his debate prep was just scrolling through Twitter. He wasn't live action role playing the whole thing for days in advance like Kamala was, with a whole replica stage set and Trump impersonator. Can we talk about the stage set though? Like, what the actual fuck? Why did the debate stage look like Hades' underworld? Why did it look like there were 20,000 leagues under the sea? Why did it look like the stage set for Disney's The Little Mermaid, the musical? I mean, why did they design a replica of a police interrogation room? The set was a little barren, a little cold, a little dark. It's like they were missing something, like, I don't know, an American flag? Couldn't they have one American flag at least? Maybe 2 on either side of the stage for symmetrical purposes. Just a crazy thought, since they are, after all, not auditioning for The Little Mermaid, but trying to be the president of the United States. Maybe that's why they forgot about 9/11, because they thought they were auditioning for Hercules. There wasn't an American flag in sight. just a giant fucking digital clock counting down their minutes like an execution chamber. What's also really crazy is that Joe Biden did so bad in the last debate that they had to replace him with a different candidate. He needed an understudy. At least the Biden and Trump debate stage looked like a debate stage. It had CNN written all over the backdrop. Like, they really wanted to make sure nobody forgot which network got to host. ABC, on the other hand, hired the set designer for Beetlejuice. Moderator Lindsay Davis also hired the Beetlejuice costume designer with that gray pinstripe suit. She said, "It's showtime." Kamala was so well rehearsed, she even planned out her facial expressions. She had the judgmentally looking with her face angled down. She had the judgmental look with her face angled up. She had the judgmental look with her hand on her chin. It was finely choreographed. She came ready to make memes. She came ready to make some meme gold. She was like, wait, screenshot this shit. No one's watching the debate. They're just looking at the memes. Fuck the issues. It's about the screenshots, baby. Wait, say something else so I can strike another pose. Pose, and pose, and pose, and pose. She was working that camera for the stills. Like, we're just taking photos, right? And the whole time Trump was just like, don't talk while she's speaking, don't talk while she's speaking, don't talk while she's speaking. The man was biting his tongue. And then he stole her fucking line. He said, I'm talking. Actually, I'm talking now. Doesn't that sound familiar? And then he practically gave a big wink into the camera. He was so proud of that moment. Said, I didn't remember any of my lines, but I remembered her lines. I used her line! Can I be president now? I win, right? I don't know why my Beetlejuice sounds exactly like my Trump impression. Anyways. Alright, thank you for listening. Hopefully we don't have a second of this shit show. A second shit show. Or really a third shit show. If we're counting the first one that put Biden in the dirt. Or the beach sand, I guess. I don't think these debates really help anyone decide how to vote. They just highlight how dysfunctional our country is. It's like when your family fights in public. It's like that Drake song, Why You Gotta Fight With Me at Cheesecake. Mom and Dad should go fight at home, not in the middle of the Cheesecake Factory. Or on ABC, in front of 67 million people. Thanks for listening. Maybe my less than 67 million people, probably. Leave me a review or a rating. Alright, peace.